Good afternoon, everyone. I want to thank you for coming out to our weigh-in this afternoon. Thanks of you to watching our live stream at home. We appreciate it. Wish you could be here in 114 degrees. Got a breeze, though, so it's not very bad right here. So, again, we are Wild West Bass. This is the Apex Cup at Lake Camanche, presented by Huk Fishing. I want to thank everybody that helped us run a great event. We've had 2 great days here. Been hot. Had 2 legs on day 1. Because of our regulations here, and we got a nice long day on day 2, as long as we could fish 1 leg. And today we have the top 10 anglers that start back at 0. Doesn't matter what you did. We had great fish catches. Jared Littner led the pack yesterday with a 15-pound stringer. So we had a good catch here, and we've got a good catch today. Again, 10 anglers left this morning. They checked in here at 1 o'clock. They're coming up to the tanks as we speak right now. So thank you for tuning in to the Apex Cup Series. We do appreciate it. This is our second event, our second points event that we're having. The first one was Lake Almanor. We had a great event up there. A lot of smallmouth caught, and it was snowing up there. So today we got 112 degrees, 115. Awesome. Different change for these guys. I want to thank all the local folks here that let us take over their town for about 3 days. North Shore Resort here at Lake Camanche. Thanks to those folks. We appreciate you for letting us do our weigh-in here at their beautiful pavilion here. Do a great job taking care of their park. The lake is about half full from about 46%. You know we're all on a drought out west. Those of you that may be watching back east, you may not know that. But we're going to have a good tournament. Had great weather, no rain, unfortunately, for the last 3 days. So a few folks I want to thank very much for helping us here. Castle Oaks Golf Club, where we did our pre-tournament meeting. Thanks to those folks providing dinner for everybody. Hook Bait and Tackle, we had a Meet the Pros night in Ione. Great people there that own that. Thanks for their help volunteering, help with camera boats. We appreciate that. And the great folks at Jackson Rancheria Casino Resort for hosting the staff there. We appreciate the heck out of that, man. We're going to enjoy that tonight. Hopefully enjoy the pool side. That is our plan. We could not be here without our national sponsors. Again, this is the first year for the Apex Tour. Very lucky to have the folks and partners that we do. Bridgeford Foods, Mercury Marine, Bass Cat Boats, Huk Fishing, Gary Yamamoto Custom Baits, Power Pole, Duo Realis, Lithium Pros, Roman Made, Wood Brothers Flooring, Bob's Machine Shop, Super Clean, Garmin, Valley Fashion, P-Line, Torch Eyewear, Lure Lock, Buck Knives, Woo Tungsten, and Bass Angler Magazine. Again, thanks to all those sponsors here to support us. We could not run the type of events we do. We do Pro-Am Series. We do team events as well. Coming to the Northwest with the team series. We'll be at the Columbia River with our Pro-Am Series, our last one of the year. The Columbia River in about 2 weeks. Hope you'll come join us. We're up about 45 or 50% over last year in that event. One of the most beautiful smallmouth fisheries in the world. All right, our top 10 that are fishing today qualified. A little bit different than you used to the top 5 in weight are up here and fishing today after 2 days, and the top 5 in keepers. To be a keeper, these fish had to be 14 inches minimum length. So on the measuring board, we had a keeper. So the people that caught the most keepers are the anglers that caught the most. The top 5 are fishing today, and the top 5 in weight. We go back to 0 on day 1. We use the Tourney X program. We only use it on the first 2 days. Our anglers use it on day 3 so you can keep track of how their day's going. But the only thing we do when we get done weighing these 10 great anglers, the heaviest overall weight today will be our Lake Camanche champion here in the Apex Cup. Got a great staff here around us here at Wild West Bass. Lucky to have them working hard. Steve Meduno over here on the measuring board. I'm going to make sure our fish are ready. You ready, Steve? We are ready as well. 5 fish limit these anglers could bring today. We got 2 coming up here. First angler of the way, Mr. Ryan White. Ryan, tough day for you, my friend. Going to go 331. Grab those 2. Let's get a picture up here, man. I know you hot after 3 days of fishing. Busted your butt running that Bass Cat Mercury around the lake. Ryan, I know you've got some people you want to thank on day 3 for making it this far. A lot of great champions. There's your microphone, sir.
I do believe that's a new leader so far, so that's
I like that, man. You take it over my job.
New leader won't hold up
Unofficially,
for long.
I hadn't heard it from my folks in the back yet, but
it won't hold up for long. Looks like these guys all caught him. Hey, I had a tough day, but I have no excuses, no complaints. Didn't catch them. I got a couple nice catfish. Almost got in a fight with some raccoons this morning. Got attacked by a bunch of birds, but it was just I was at odds with nature all day long. But that's the way it goes. Had a great time, great experience. Thanks to Camanche North Shore, all the staff. The girl at the gate, super nice. All the people on the dock, super professional. Big shout out to BCI, Adam Thompson, and the owners of BCI for supporting me. Bass Cat worked great. My Mercury ran phenomenal. Garmin Electronics and Thompson White Consulting. Just a big thanks to Wild West and all the crew. Everybody did a great job. Thank you so much.
Ryan, grab a seat in the hot seat. You are taking the lead, man. You can tell everybody you led this event. Obviously, on day 3, where you want to be. Next angler up, Mr. Zach Thompson. Zach has got a limit of 5. Made it on the keeper side into the event. Squeaked in at last position. We got 5 today. We got a new leader. How about 918, sir? 918, is that correct? Zach, grab a couple right there, my friend. Let's get a picture. Zach, a longtime friend of mine here, man. Zach, I got your fish. There's your microphone, sir. Tell everybody about your experience.
Wow, it's been a great week. You know, with no practice fishing against all these guys, you just come out and try to figure it out. And first time I'd been at Camanche, I stopped one day before the off limits and just kind of familiarized myself. And I decided then I was going to avoid all the boat traffic, so I fished way up the river. It got me here. Got me 5 fish today. I can't complain. I didn't really lose any. Didn't have any big opportunities that got away, but it was a great event. Caught all my fish on topwater, a few on a shaky head, one of Greg's frenzy nails. Those things, if you guys aren't using them, you're missing the boat. They hook them and you land them. But I also want to thank Huk. I was fully outrigged with my Huk gear today, keep me cool and dry. Want to thank DCR Propeller. Want to thank my wife Cassandra. Say hi to my daughter Charlotte and my son Sawyer at home. And you know, it was just a great event. So hopefully we'll come back here again. Maybe it won't be quite so hot. What do you think, Randy?
I like the hot, man. We got a breeze. I'm good in the shade, but it's tough on you guys.
No, and this is a great crowd. Thanks for all coming out and seeing us today. It really means a lot when you see people in the stands when you come weigh your fish. So anyway, it was a great event. Thanks, everybody.
Great job, Zach. Grab a seat over in the hot seat, man. You're the new leader right now. How about that? Next up, Mr. Jared Littner. Jared had the big stringer of the tournament yesterday at 15 and some change. Got 5 today, Jared?
Yeah, barely.
Well, I know you're happy to got 5-3. Jared, new leader. How about 1341, sir? New leader. Let's get a couple pictures, Jared. Jared, you keep fishing good, man. He's got a schedule. Jared is an MLF pro and scheduled to be in New York. Is that correct? Yeah. Flying out at 10 tonight. So he gave up a day of practice up there. He also had the same thing when we were at Lake Almanor. Great job, sir. Grab that microphone. I know you got some folks you want to thank, and keep fishing good, man. That's awesome. New leader, by the way.
Yeah, this is a pretty neat lake after kind of learning it. Wish I had more time and experience here to know where I was focusing on grass, just on flat main lake pockets, throwing top water. But that's all I did. I put a top water in my hand, 60-pound sunline braid, and a Daiwa flipping stick pretty much, and just made 1,000 casts. I got to say thank you to Sonia and Jason Austin. They put us up at the house, me and Nick, and his neighbor Jeff let us park our rigs right in his driveway. He's like, "You guys need anything? What do you guys need?" I mean, hospitality is unbelievable. So, what's that? But yeah, man, my wife, she's supposed to be somewhere. We're gonna drive over to Sacramento, and she changed the flight, so we're getting on a plane, I think at 10. I think so, but
are you fishing tomorrow? Is the first day of the tournament tomorrow?
No, it's a practice day, so I think I'm gonna land in Syracuse at like 10 in the morning, and I got a 3-hour drive, and then I'll go out on Champlain tomorrow afternoon. So
life of a touring pro.
It's fun, but thank you, Randy and Jeremy and Wild West Apex. This is a really good format. It's a lot of fun, you know, and to build the West Coast, this is the type of stuff we need, and looking forward to the next one.
Let's give him a round of applause. New leader, grab that hot seat over there, Jared. Next up, Mr. Nick Salvucci, runner-up, Lake Almanor. Nick doesn't like that word runner-up. I know he goes to win. We got 5, Nick? Great job today, sir. What do we need to take the lead? A little short. 12:05, though. 12:05, Nick. Grab a couple. Let's get a picture. Nick will tell you how he caught these fish, I bet, now that the tournament is over. Great angler here, former U.S. Open champion, won all our championships as well. Tell everybody how you did it this week, Nick.
Oh, well, it was a fun week. This lake reminds me of Lake Mead. I mean, it was a grinder tournament and just not very many bites. I basically just put a top water in my hand all week long. Today was the first limit I caught, actually. I even caught one on a frog today. I was going down the bank and there were some stick ups, so I stopped, got my frog out, tied it on, and second cast and caught like a 2.5 pounder on it. So that was pretty cool. But other than that, it was fun. I like this format a lot. Just the no practice, just show up and fish. So really neat format. I'd like to thank Jason and Sonia Austin for letting us stay at their house, and their neighbor Jeff. He let me and Jared park our boats in his driveway. And then thanks Wild West, appreciate it.
Great job, Nick, as always, my friend. Great angler, nonetheless. Next up, Vijay. Vijay Mahatra. Vijay, no fish to weigh.
No
I know you got
fish.
some folks to thank, man. You started strong and had the Yamamoto toe to the tournament, had a 7+
Yeah.
pounder on day 1.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what happened. I kept that top water in my hand too, but obviously I threw it in the wrong places and didn't get them. But regardless, man, I had a great time. It was fun, and thanks to Apex for coming out west and everybody that supported me, all the text messages, Facebook, Instagram, everything, the calls, and I really appreciate it, man. That means a lot. So, can't wait till the next one, and good luck to the rest of these guys out here. They're a bunch of sticks, and it was definitely a grind. So.
Great job today, VJ. Thank you very much, my friend. Appreciate it. By the way, the top 10 we had from Lake Almanor, to tell you how good these anglers are. We had 4 qualifiers that made the top 10 there. So Jared, one of them, obviously, with a lot of anglers here. We've got the best anglers, not only in the West, but I'll put them against anybody in the country, and I live on the East Coast. So a lot of diverse fisheries here. A lot of folks choose not to travel, stay home and fish. I know next up, Mr. Luke Johns. Luke's coming up. What do we need to take the lead? Hold on just a minute. We got 5 in there, Luke? We do have 5. Hold them right there just a second. How many did you catch today?
I caught 6 keepers. 6 keepers. I had my chances at 2 other solid fish over 3.5 each. Came up for a swim bait and they both just crushed it. And I don't know how they didn't get the hooks, but they just didn't get the hooks. So, I mean, it happened right next to the boat. I watched it all, but kind of heartbreaking. But, that's how it goes sometimes. So I can't complain.
Hold on just a second. Let me get this water out of here real quick. Man, it dripped.
Oh, come on.
What do we need to take the new leader, Stick? We need 12 and some change to take the lead, Luke. 12 and some change. Let's see if we're going to be close. Just a little short. We got 11.90. Let's give him a round of applause. Great day. Let's get a couple pictures here, Luke. We have a couple. Youngest Pro-Am champion we've had that we know of on the West Coast here, or with Wild West. New Maloney's here. Also, about 2 years ago, won 25 grand in a Pro-Am series. Great angler. We on that bag for you, Luke. Grab that microphone, my friend, right there. Tell everybody, man, how you did it this week.
This week, I mean, everybody's already said it, but it was just an absolute grind. My first day was stressful. With this format, you just imagine everybody's catching them. And you can check anytime you want. I don't really like to check, but I thought people were just going to be whacking them the first period, and I came back with a limit, which I thought was just going to be almost keeping me sort of in it still, and I ended up being in the top 5 after that. And then I went out the second period and had a really good period. Had over 14. I was leading the next day, or going into the next day. And, day 2 was bad, but it still got me in the top 10. And then today it was the same thing. I went out, I threw a Yamamoto Senko pretty much this entire event. I caught all but one of the fish I weighed in on that thing. And, I mean, everybody already knows it, but it's one of the best baits on the market. I threw a Texas rig today. That's how I got 4 of my fish that I weighed in. And then wacky rig the other 2 days, and it was just great. But, I got to thank all the people who support me. My parents came out to all 3 days of the weigh-in, which was super awesome. My buddy Peter was here yesterday, too. And, all my sponsors, Buck and Bass, Yamamoto, General Tire, Super Clean, Dobbins, Torch, and CNC Marine. Those people I mean, I couldn't do it without them. This sport is expensive, but with those people behind my back, they make it really easy on me. So I appreciate them, and thank you to Wild West. You guys put on an amazing event, and I'm looking forward to the next one.
Let's give him a round of applause. Great job, Luke. Great young angler there. Great young man, still going to school, trying to get an education. Next up, Mr. Phil Dutra. You got 5, Phil? 5, maybe. Well, we need to take the lead, by the way. Phil, we need 1267 to take the lead, correct? 1343, Phil. Again, these unofficially we check with penalties. Grab a couple, Phil. We'll get a picture. Steve. All of them live? All of them? Good. Phil, grab that microphone right there, buddy. Take your time, man. Tell everybody about your week.
That was stressful. Man, I changed up the strategy today. I was fishing up the river the first couple days and the lake, and I was catching some numbers up the river, but I was sharing it, and I felt like they were smaller, and so I qualified that way. I told my wife last night I could go up the river and, you know, maybe catch some keepers and move up, but I felt like the best fish were on the main lake. So I just said I'm going to go try to figure it out, and I went to a spot, and it's all on camera, which is pretty cool. If you guys get to see it, you're going to see me freak out a bunch. Believe it or not, I lost 2 over 5 today. I thought one of them was a catfish. I fought it for like 2 minutes, and then it came up, and I couldn't believe how big it was. It was between 5 and 7. It came off. 20 minutes later, I lost another one. I never saw the other one, but it was on camera too. I couldn't do anything, and I was just letting it fight, and I don't know what happened. I got to maybe review the film for that. But so the cool thing is the score tracker, I was leading it, and then I saw Uribe pull ahead, and so I was like, I need a 3.5 pounder to get rid of my 169 to have a chance. So for the last 45 minutes, I picked up a topwater, and I threw everything else out. I was like, I have to get a 3.5 pounder, and I can't even believe it, but the last 20 minutes I caught a 3.5 on the dot. So if it works out, man, it's pretty epic.
You've been close on a lot of tournaments, man, lately. I know you've been top 10 all the time. Got runner-up. You tired of runner-up spot, man? Who knows? Today could be the day.
I hope so.
A lot of good anglers here. Phil Dutra, everybody. Grab that hot seat over to the left. Phil, leading our event. 13 and yep. Next up, Double G, Greg Gutierrez. Greg's won everything out west. Been back east fishing the circuits as well. Great champion, won our points leader award as well. And always, as the cream comes to the top, we got a limit. A good limit here, Greg. We got 5. Look, they're all alive. We need 13 and some change. You guys watch the scales. Let's see what we got. 14 pounds. 1194, Greg. 1194, just a little short. Let's get a couple pictures. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Greg is about tired of hearing that, I'm sure, all his life. Great, man. All consistent. All those fish are about the same size, aren't they, Greg?
Yeah, I have one a little bit bigger.
Grab the mic over there, my friend. Tell everybody about your 3 days.
Hey, was that a blast or what? I felt like I was surfing every day. We'd wait for the wakeboards to come out so it would start creating a good mud line. It would move the fish up shallow, and then that was it. I would just sit out and fish the edges of the islands and humps until I could get wind, which there wasn't much, or the wakeboards to come in and start really mixing it up. And I think that was the key that started really allowing the fish or making the fish bite firmer. Today, I caught for the tournament, I caught most of my fish on a nail, frenzy baits nail, or a drop shot, just throwing a Reaction Innovations flirt worm. And then today it was a nail, caught most of my fish, and then I had a couple of fish on a Duo Realis popper, and I had a really good one come up, miss it, picked up a Senko, fired it out there, caught that. But I had 5 fish on the dot. I didn't really have any other chances. I didn't see any good ones. I know this guy here is just shaking in his boots, but hey, look, I gotta thank my buddy Jared for putting me and our friends up and just putting us up and taking care of us as place for the week. Stanley for bringing me out and showing me the water, making sure I didn't run over anything a month ago. That really helped me. And then obviously my wife for putting
Always.
up with me. Yeah, putting up with me. But you guys have just created a format that I just absolutely love. Just love to be able to come out here, work my way into the final, and then just swing for it. It's just a lot of fun. But thank you, appreciate it. Thanks for coming out and watching us. Just keep watching Apex. It's going to grow. I'm telling you, it's going to grow.
Greg Gutierrez, everyone. Great job, sir. Thank you, my friend. All righty now. We got a couple anglers left away. Right now we've got John Pearl coming to the scales. We got 5. All alive? John, we need 13 and some change, my friend, with those 5. Man, just a little short. John, 1166. Let's give him a round of applause. Let's get a picture first, John. You can be proud of that, man. 5 fish on these conditions. You can be proud of that here on a tough lake. Not much traffic on the lake today. John, a good angler running a beautiful Bass Cat Mercury package that he won in our Pro-Am Championship at Clear Lake. John, there's a microphone, man. Take your time there. I know you got some folks to thank, even though you didn't get to victory.
It's hot.
It is hot. I know you guys are worn out.
Oh, man. Yeah, it was a rough day today. I didn't catch my last 2 fish till 12:46. I caught one, then 12:55 I caught another one and ran in, and had a couple chances this morning on a whopper plopper. Caught one, missed a few more. I don't know. This place is just fishing tough. And there's a lot more boats today running over all the good stuff. Jet skiers don't know what they're doing. They're pretty scary. But I think my wife at home, taking care of the house. All my sponsors, they couldn't do it without all you guys. Pay the bills, Thank you for that. Wild West. Couldn't do without you guys either. This is just awesome. I stayed at the Casino Jackson. That place it's money. Rooms are nice. Food was great. Ate at the steakhouse 2 days in a row. Yeah, so that's about it.
Made you fat, didn't it?
It did. All day I'm like, man, in the heat, just
needed more water today.
The prime rim, I'm just like, man.
Man, you done good. I'm proud of you, John.
I caught most of my fish though on a Nico straight Daiwa worm with the 1/16 ounce nail weight in it. So, alrighty.
John, enough, brother. Congratulations to you, sir. Great job this week. And then there were one, folks. We got one more angler left away. I want to thank everybody for coming out here, supporting us here at Wild West Bass. We got one angler again left away. We got 5 in that bag. Let me give you a microphone here, my friend. I know Bridgeford was a great sponsor of us. You can tell us about Bridgeford. I know, John.
I just figured I'd build the suspense a little bit for Phil because he is absolutely dying over here. And, I feel bad, but I don't. At Clear Lake, he was like, we're walking around the way in like, man, what do you got? What do you think you have? I'm like, Phil, it doesn't matter. It is what it is, man. Just enjoy the moment. And, at weigh-in, he's like, man, I saw your weight and you were leading it, man. You just like, you had like 13 or something pounds. And I go, I knew I needed a 3-pounder, right? And he's like, man, you got me fired up. I said, well, you know what? I overestimated my fish. He goes, did you really? I said, yeah, because I knew you'd be watching, man. So, but either way, win, lose, or draw, these guys are hammers out here. Fishing was tough. Most of us have never seen this lake before. We had a great time out here. I know I did. I did something completely different today. The last 2 days I fished in the river and I played conservative. I fished for spotted bass, throwing an eco rig out in about 20 to 25 foot of water. And, I just played the numbers game. I qualified to make championship Sunday. And today I said, hey, everything I did yesterday, out in the wind. I just went and fished new water and I threw top water. I figured that's probably what it was going to take to win. And I caught 5. I was very happy about that. And fish clean, that's all you can do in these events, especially fishing against these caliber of anglers. So, again, I had a great time, and thank all the staff. You guys did an excellent job. With 111 degrees, as tough enough as it is, but you guys were hustling. Appreciate everything. The audience, you guys, we have a great crowd here, and you guys are definitely going to be rewarded. We got some great Bridgeford product to hand out. So after weigh-in, you guys hang out. We'll hand out some great product, courtesy of Bridgeford Foods. So I want to thank all my sponsors. Obviously, Bridgeford, Vexus Boats, Mercury Marine, and all my other great associate sponsors for supporting me for so many years. But I guess we'll get this weighing underway and crown a champion.
Thank you, Joe. We're going to get Joe to go grab his fish. There's a trophy ready. We got Steve going to bring it around. What weight do we need to take the lead? We need 1343 to tie. Yes, sir. Let's get a picture. Grab a couple of them, Joe, while we at it. And this is going to be close. There you go, Joe. This is going to be close. 1334 to tie, correct? 1344 to win. Joe going to be close. A little short. 12-0 run. Phil Dutra is your champion, guys. Phil Dutra. Apex Cup, Lake Camanche, presented by Huk Champion. Great job, Joe. Bigger than you, my friend. That trophy, no runner-up anymore. Phil Dutra, a great angler. There you go. If you can, that's tough, man. You can put it on your hip, your side, whatever you want to do, but we'll get a... Phil, hop down there in the front, my friend. We can hold that above your head, right in the center there. We'll get a couple pictures, and we're going to talk to you again. Apex Cup champion, Camanche Lake, presented by Huk. Let's give him another round of applause. Your champion, Mr. Phil Dutra here. No more runner-up again, Phil. I know he's a proud man. Thank you, Jared. Good luck to you, buddy. Thank you. Come on up here, Phil. Bring that trophy with you. You can set it up here. Right to the side here. Put it right there, my friend, for everybody to see. Give you the microphone, man. If you can talk, no more runner-up, brother. No more talking about second place anymore. You did it this time. I know you got some folks again to thank, man, now that you know you are the champion here.
Man, I can't believe it. My knees are shaking. Holy smokes. This group of fishermen, man, you see the names, and every one of them here is an absolute hammer. And, you know, I've only been to this lake like 3 times before, twice in January. And so to come here and just kind of figure it out, I have a little thing I've been fishing by the last couple years, which is strategy, versatility, execution. And everything I do, I try to, you know, put a strategy together, how to win. I did the same thing at the Delta on FLW a couple weeks ago, and I went from 10th to 2nd and just missed it, and that hurt. And when I lost that first big one today, that was before I caught a fish. I didn't have anything in the live well. I lost one between 5 and 7, and I just knew, I said, if I don't win, that fish is going to kill me. And then I lost another one bigger than that. So the execution part wasn't great, but I got to figure out what happened there. But, man, I want to thank my wife, my kids watching, Jonah, Luke, and Ezra. I told them if I won, I'd buy them a nice little treat. So I got to figure out what they want. And my wife is an amazing supporter. She takes care of me. She helps pack my bags, get my food. She encourages me. And then all my friends and family, I got to thank Toxic Baits for the support. Bobby D's Baits. They've taken care of me since the beginning of I've been fishing. Obviously, my company, Arbor Wealth Management. Want to thank Mark Mello for letting me stay at his house. Very generous. And, yeah, it's amazing. If you guys are thinking about fishing Wild West, or you're thinking about the Apex, when I got invited to it this year, honestly, I just said, hey, I want to be a part of something new. And I felt like it was I'm trying to qualify to go back east and fish the tour. And so I said, it'll help me with just learning how to fish on the fly. But I didn't think I was going to be really excited about no practice and all that. And when we went to Almanor, I was like, this is the funnest tournament I've ever fished in my life. The stress, the intensity, the anxiety, no net. As you guys may see on film, I am not great without a net yet. I got a lot of practice to do, so if you guys see the footage, it's probably pretty bad on a lot of my fish catches because I've always been used to a net my whole life. But I got it figured out somehow, and I just was so happy to. I mean, I don't know what else to say, but thanks for all the support. Thanks for all the love and texts and calls and Facebook messages, and we did it.
No more runner-up, man tag, and not on the Delta, my friend. They can't call you just a Delta rat anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So it's been fun getting off the Delta the last 2 years and going to Clear Lake and Shasta, and it actually gave me a lot of confidence. I made some cuts at Shasta and Clear Lake, and then coming here, so it makes me feel my confidence is just going through the roof for trying to go back east. And I always want to thank God, most importantly, just keeping me safe out there.
Amen.
It's you never know. Every day you go out on the water, you could hit something. Something can happen. So all glory to him there. And it's not even fully sunk in yet, but thank you.
It will later. Another round of applause, Phil Dutra, champion, sir. Great job, my friend. I'm proud of you. Take that trophy if you want, my friend. Step down there, relax a little bit, get some water, Phil. Awesome job today. Folks, I want to thank you for tuning in. I know it's a short weigh-in for us with 10 anglers, but I assure you this is 10 of the best anglers in the country. Again, I want to thank all the folks that helped us make this possible here at North Shore at Lake Camanche. The Apex on Lake Camanche presented by Huk Performance Fishing, Castle Oaks Golf Club, Jackson Rancheria, Hook Bait and Tackle. Becky and Jay, thank you again. Bridgeford Foods, Mercury Marine, Power Pole, Gary Yamamoto Custom Baits, Bass Cat Boats, Power Pole, Duo Realis, Lithium Pros, Roman Made, Wood Brothers Flooring, Bob's Machine Shop, Super Clean, Garmin, Torch Eyewear, P-Line, Valley Fashions, Buck Knives, Lure Lock, Woo Tungsten, Bass Angler Magazine. Thank you for watching at home. We'll be in the Columbia River in 2 weeks. We'll be back with Apex Cup. Get the Orville After Bay in August. Again, these guys went through 30-day off limits. After that, cannot get any information or practice on the lake. No practice at all. Guys, be safe at going home. Thank you again. God bless. We will see you next time at Wild West Bass.
Home to the mountaineers. Home to the mountaineers.